Happy spring, everyone. Happy Ostara. It is officially the spring equinox today, so I thought I would do a little reading. I'm going to do like I did last time, and I'm going to do a couple cards. Probably I'll pull 3 cards this time for each element, and then at the end I'm going to pull a couple collective oracles. Ignore my nails, they're trash. I can't possibly keep up with my nails every week and do readings and have a life. As I've said several times now, as sort of a joke, I am essentially a construction worker in my free time. I just got done laying some flooring in my office, which you will be seeing soon. Laying flooring is not great on the hands. So anyway, thus my nails are trash. So what's cool though is that while I was setting things up last night, I moved some furniture in there. It's been empty basically this whole time for like a year. As I've been remodeling everything. And anyway, I found this deck here among my mess and my clutter as I was starting to organize things. And that was last night, and today is the spring equinox, which is Ostara. So we're going to use that deck today, and I think we're just going to get started. Who should we start with? Should we start with fire signs? I guess since I said it already, we'll start with the fire signs. So it's Aries season. Happy birthday to all the Aries out there. So that's appropriate. So Spirit, what is coming up for the fire signs? Okay. What is coming up for the fire signs at this time? I might be having some difficulties consolidating, I'm hearing. Okay, the moon, the 2 of cups, one more please, thank you, and the 2 of whatever this is. What is this card? I think I might look up what this card is, because I don't know. I don't see any wands. I don't see... Oh, wait, she has wands in her hand. Sorry, I've only used this deck like 3 times. So, we have the moon, which I saw at the bottom of the deck when I was shuffling. The 2 of cups. And the 2 of wands. So while I was shuffling before I turned on the camera, I saw a lot of energy about like being afraid, insecure, worried about changes, which changes are happening, right? In so many ways right now. We just had an eclipse. We're in between eclipses. It's all about change. It's spring. All about change, right? And that's just on an astrological scale. So, and that's kind of what I'm feeling here too for you. Like with the moon and the 2 of cups, you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer. But I feel like some of you are concerned about your partnerships, or you don't necessarily see what the future is going to hold, right? Like you can't really imagine how do I word that? It's like you're feeling uncertain, like you don't see a clear path forward in your existing relationship or just in life in general, because the 2 of cups can be like communicating with your higher self. So you might be disconnected from your higher self right now, disconnected from your own intuition, not really following the signs and, you know, synchronicities. And for those of you who are dealing with any love situation, I feel like there's a lot of cloudiness surrounding that. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Venus is in retrograde, and it is in the sign of Aries, which is a fire sign, so it's going to affect all the fire signs to some extent. And I'm saying all that because we have the Two of Wands, right? This is kind of like a should I stay or should I go energy. My cat's here, by the way, if you saw her. Because I feel like some of you just don't know. I think if you want to stay, I mean, this could be like a reversed energy too. You could be wondering if your partner wants to leave or something like this. But if it's not about a partnership, I feel like there's just a lot of uncertainty about the future, and you're not really sure like which, oh my gosh, I might have to yell at my cat. Like which, yeah, it's like you're feeling unsatisfied, I feel like, with the Four of Cups and the Ace of Wands here. It's like there aren't really any options that are like sparking your interest. The World card is at the bottom of the deck. You could be finishing up something and not really knowing what your next step is in any context. But I also feel like some of you feel a little bit out of place in the world right now. That's precisely what I felt when I saw these two cards in the World card. It's like you don't really know like where you fit in or like where you're going, and it's just, hold on, I have to yell at this cat. Eight of Wands, Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like, okay, the fire signs. This is very normal, okay? For the times that we're in right now, for the things that we're going through right now. So, I mean, my best advice is to follow your passion, right? Follow the signs and synchronicities. The Moon card is the major arcana here for a reason. Like, the path will be lit up for you. You just have to tune in and really connect with your higher self here, and the path will be obvious. And as I always say, there really is no right or wrong, right? The universe will reroute you where you need to be. It might not be how you like it, right? But you will get rerouted to where you belong, one way or another. Like, there are no mistakes. It's just all about tuning in and feeling the energy pull to the next thing. And that pull is going to come from inside of you. So it's going to depend on where you're at emotionally and whether or not you've done the inner work, right? Okay. That's what I have for you guys. I hope that helps in some way. All right, let's pull oracles, guys. We're going to start with the Personal Power Oracle because that's my newest deck, and I like it very much. Spirit, what do we... All right. Let me grip the deck here if I can. Let's see. Okay, can I get one card? All right, we're getting I am authentic. Pretty much right off the bat, I am passionate. I saw that as I was dropping part of the deck on the floor. Love that. But we're just going to go with the one that flipped. So let me see here. Card number 37, Leo energy. Let me find, whoops. I'm going the wrong way. I'm looking at page numbers instead of the actual numbers. So, I am authentic. Remind yourself that you cannot fail at being yourself. Living and being your true authentic self isn't always easy. Many times we subconsciously change our behavior, looks, or even beliefs in order to blend in, stand out, or please others. We let the pressure of society, family, or friends mold us into someone we aren't meant to be. This card asks you, in what ways are you being authentic? And is there anything that you feel you have changed against your true desires? Living an authentic life takes courage and sometimes sacrifice. It may require losing friends or family, but in the end, it is a choice that only you have the power to make. Yeah, as I kind of implied, I think, maybe I didn't do a very good job of that. This is Aries retrogrades, right? We have Mercury in retrograde in Aries. We have Venus in retrograde in Aries. And we're in Aries season. I think we have an eclipse in Aries coming up, okay? So very much focused on the Aries people. But also Aries energy for everyone. And Aries is the sign of the self. It's the first house. So this energy is very much talking about like who we are, what we value. Are we living authentically in a way that aligns with who we are and what we value? Like that is one of the big questions right now. So there's a little cheat code for you. All right, next we're going to pull from Believe in Your Own Magic. Spirit, what do we have for the collective? Okay, number 26, Feather. Think first before you judge. Certainly this is a time of caution. A time of pausing and thinking things through. No hasty decisions, but let's see what the card says. Did you commit to lifting up one of your sisters only to drop her down into the blaze? Examine the situation. Is your judgment justified, or is society tricking you into your stance? After all, it does have a habit of making you believe that other girls are your competition and that they must behave perfectly at all times. Step back and take the time to figure it out. It's not always clear at first, instead of acting rashly. Well, I don't know what that's about, to be honest. But certainly, certainly take your time in making decisions and making judgments, whether they're positive or negative in nature, and certainly don't compete with anyone but yourself, unless it's your job, of course, to compete. Then I guess, you know, you do you. But I'm definitely a believer in that. I've never felt that I needed to compete with anyone else. So I can't relate. But hopefully whoever needed to hear that will. Thank you guys so much. That's all I have for you. Happy spring again, and I will see you again soon.